Think about this for a moment. Let's say you were given $100 million, but you will live for only 365 days. Would you take the offer? Most people pause here, and that pause tells you something uncomfortable about time and money. But why is it that people still value money more than time? What is their end goal in pursuing money every single day? Is it because of the belief that time is money? A large part of our life is dedicated to working, and the more you work, that is, the more time you spend on your job, the more money you earn.
That's why time is money. That's why the old saying, time is money. Time is money.
Time is money, time is money, time is money.
People think that time is money. We hear that from when we're a little kid. Money is time is money.
But this is not entirely true, especially in the ever-evolving world we live in today, where there are many ways to earn money apart from laboring. So if money can be made without trading your time, why are most people still doing it? To answer that, we need to understand the relationship between time and money. Time is money, or time equals money, is a phrase attributed to Benjamin Franklin in 1748. During that time, he was writing an essay to a young tradesman, advising him to remember that time is money and warning him about the opportunity cost of laziness. But you may say, well, Benjamin Franklin is actually right. Time is money. My boss pays me $15 per hour. If I don't work, I don't get paid. If I work more, I get paid more. So he's actually right. Even my friend, who is a consultant, makes more money based on the time he spends working. But wait, what you have to understand is that when he wrote that essay, it was according to the way the world worked then. Meaning, in those days, the most common and obvious way to make money was through labor, unlike today. For example, a blacksmith would be paid by how many tools he produced, or by how much time it took him to produce those tools. The same goes for other laborers like farmers, sailors, and carpenters. They all got paid according to the time they spent working. But isn't it the same way we work today? Aren't we paid per hour? So what is the difference between then and now? There is actually a difference because nowadays people have other options apart from laboring for someone else, like investing in someone else's business, where your money grows not according to your time, but according to the performance of the business. So in this case, time is not equal to money, or buying other people's time by employing them to work for your business, so that you are free to do whatever you want to do. But if time is not equal to money, does that mean time is more valuable than money? Time waits for no one. When you are working, the clock is ticking. When you are spending time with your family, the clock is ticking. Even as you are watching this video, the clock is also ticking. It never stops, not for even a second. We all have 24 hours in a day, whether you are rich or poor, young or old. Elon Musk has 24 hours in a day, and so do you. Time is so precious that once it's gone, it can never be recovered. When you choose to watch a movie instead of reading a book to be more productive, that time is gone. When you decide to spend time with your friends instead of learning or improving a skill, that time can never be recovered. Money is also precious and valuable like time, but it can be recovered when stolen or spent lavishly. So even though both are valuable, time can never be recovered, but money can. Now, here is another way of seeing time. It can be seen as an asset, and what you choose to do with that asset determines how you value your time. If you use the asset on your job, it is valuable because you are getting a return on investment, which is money. But if you invest the asset in entertainment, then it is less valuable.
Time is not money. Time is infinitely more valuable than money.
Your most valuable asset isn't your bank account, it's your time. Money comes and goes, but once a moment is gone, you can never get it back.
But your time, you never get back your time. You know, this moment is really all there is.
The whole point of this financial independence was to create more time for my writing, for my work.
But shouldn't I have free time to entertain myself and feel good? Should I be working around the clock because time can never be recovered? You see, it would be unreasonable for me to tell you not to have free time. because we are still humans, not robots. But have you heard of this before? There is time for everything, which basically means time management. But why should I care about managing my time? You may ask. What you have to understand is that if you don't manage your time, you will always procrastinate. Procrastination is when you delay an important task. This is when you choose not to go to the gym while still gaining weight. When you choose not to do your assignment as a student while hoping you will do it in the future. Or when you refuse to do a task assigned to you by your boss as early as possible, with the idea that you will do it a day or two before the deadline. Some people see procrastination as a killer of success or something only lazy people do. But the truth is that everyone procrastinates. According to a survey, the average person procrastinates about 43 minutes a day. So anyone can procrastinate, whether hardworking or lazy. It's a habit, and once you allow it to stay, it can cost you a lot. But how can I deal with procrastination? Whenever you search how to overcome procrastination on Google or YouTube, you will find many lists and methods. But it all comes down to 3 things. Schedule your time, eliminate distractions, and force yourself to start. These 3 things are very important because once you know what to do for the day, you will be conscious of it and remove distractions like unnecessary text messages, video games, and unproductive friends. Then just start. Because once you have the courage to start when you don't feel like it, your mind and body will eventually follow. Let me ask you, who is your procrastination benefiting? And who is your action benefiting?
The greatest barrier to success for leaders and for their people is procrastination. It is this idea that we are distracted.
You're not a procrastinator. You have a habit of procrastinating. Big difference.
So everybody gets the same thing. I mean, I always say that it's a force of nature. You know, it's not personal. It's not specific to you, even though that voice in your head sounds like it is specific to you.
Like, you know exactly what you need to do right now. There's probably something that you've been avoiding like the plague, but the problem is not that you don't know what that is. The problem is that you just can't bring yourself to do it.
This is the most distracted era in human history. From smartphones to video games to movies, our attention spans have drastically decreased. People scroll endlessly, from watching one video to liking another within minutes. Many people procrastinate on important tasks while spending hours on social media. But social media is not entirely bad. Some people make money from it. Brands market products, people connect globally, skills are learned. But that doesn't mean we should ignore the negative effects, especially on students and workers.
We see rates of depression and anxiety and suicide and loneliness going up among young people. And I'm concerned that social media is an important driver of that youth mental health crisis.
A number of states are moving to regulate social media use among children and teens. New York State is the latest with a new law that would allow parents to block their children from getting social media posts suggested by a platform's algorithm.
Social media has essentially taken human connection and turned it into a drug by distilling it down to the essential properties that make something addictive.
Attention has become scarce, and scarcity creates value. Platforms profit by keeping us engaged longer, so they can sell our attention to advertisers. Social media algorithms adapt to our behavior, tracking what we watch, skip, and repeat. This is what makes them addictive. Even the Social Dilemma warned about this.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
Always manage your time online so you can focus on what truly matters. I'm so excited that you made it to the end of this video. Thank you for the time you spent watching. I know it is valuable. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments and watch my other videos as well. Thank you once again, and goodbye.